Use video training series 2, and this is video 3 of 3, the last in this series. The title is, Do You Have the Emotional Courage to Own What Your Life is Mirroring? Most of this has been paraphrased from my life coach's textbook, The Human Handbook. Namaste. My name is Master Coach You. In this series of 3 videos, I focused on the initial core beliefs that need to be discreated for your clients to create the permanent behavioral changes that they hired you to help them co-create so that they can live a life that is highly functional and empowered. So, if you don't mind being very direct, I'd like to ask you, what is your life mirroring? What does your career, finances, relationships, health mirror what you really believe? Tough question. If you know it or not, what you believe will become your reality, which a lot of the advanced souls that are watching these kinds of videos already know that. If you want to know what you really believe, though, without having those rose-colored glasses on, you need to watch your life as a mirror, a mirror reflection of that in which you are experiencing. The truth is, you don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. This goes for me and everybody else, even though I'm using the term you here. This means that what has been programmed into your mind will manifest what you see on the outside. This becomes especially obvious with relationships. That's because your relationships mirror back to you what you're attracting, because other people are merely mirrored projections of what's resonating within you via the law of attraction. Question: do you realize that all your egoic projections are mirrored reflections of what's hurting and dysfunctional within you, and as such needs to be healed? That's the thing that, the old joke, denial is not a river in Egypt. You don't want to be in denial of that. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it mirrors back to you something you love or hate about yourself. Scary, isn't it? That's because any judgments that you make are self-judgments to some degree, right? Any criticisms that your ego levels on someone else, to some degree at least, has to be self-criticisms. Otherwise, you wouldn't even notice it. Or if you did notice it in someone else, it wouldn't get to you. The definition of the word character is, and I quote, the qualities impressed by nature or habit on a person which separates that person possessing them from all others, close quote. This means that your character is based on your habits of thought and actions that mirror back to you what you have been habitually thinking, feeling, and doing. Consciously or unconsciously, you will always get what you expect because they are your primary belief systems. Most sadness and depressions stem from unrealized expectations, which are unrealized beliefs. This is why your egoic mind will be stopping you from consciously creating what you want, because it fears that it may lead to more disappointments and sadness and depression. To be blunt, this is kind of blunt, so hold on to this one a little bit. Loosen it up, and receive it. The I'm trying belief provides 2 excuses. 1, an excuse for not doing, and 2, an excuse for not having. The word excuse comes from the Latin term ex, meaning free from, and cusa, C-U-S-A, meaning cause. So the message behind any excuse is, I wasn't at cause. Your egoic mind will be glad to provide you with any evidence that your egoic mind needs to create as many rational reasons why it's okay not to create the reality you want. Poor me, I'm just a victim. Believe it or not, I played that role for too many years. and not to be a cause for everything you want to happen and manifest in your life. Right? So it's two things that'll happen, two excuses. The one for not doing, but also for the one for not having. Now that you know this, the choice is yours to make or mar. Would you rather be right and hold on to your old egoic rational reasons, or commit to a path of unconditional happiness and create the life that you want to experience? This ends this series about why change is so important in disc creation, etc., when you're working with yourself or other clients. The next video begins a new series consisting of 6 short videos about the U Method clinically proven psycho-spiritual coaching exercises. Since 1993, we've literally developed hundreds, but recently, just a few years ago, we took the 5 exercises that help the most amount of people get the most amount of improvement in the shortest period of time, because it was getting kind of like PhD heavy, where how many people were going to learn that many exercises. So what we did is we went back and we measured which ones really have the greatest effect. And that's what we're going to focus on, to teach you about what they are. Again, if what we're sharing here today, what I'm sharing here today, resonates with you, we have a free transformational course. Don't spend the money, just you can do it through an audio course or a written course, but it's free. We want, this is psycho-spiritual penicillin. We don't want it to be a secret. And you can actually experience these clinically proven psycho-spiritual exercises that, again, we've been developing since 1993. You can call 888-HLC-0878, or you can visit our website at www.holisticlearningcenter.com. Namaste.